Hi, I'm Rich Granger. I'm Managing Director of Workforce at DriveOhio. As you're getting more familiar with the DriveOhio Educator Toolkit, we're here today to talk through some of our featured curriculum and show you how it works. So we're talking about ElevatE. This is our curriculum for any students and educators that want to work with drones. Who doesn't love a drone, right? Students love to talk about it, and so do the grown-ups. So we've worked with all sorts of different types and sizes of drones on these programs, and ElevatE is a chance to elevate your curriculum a little bit and try something new with drone education. So when you think about our educator toolkit, it's really there for context. We're adding real-world context into your classroom or into your after-school or summer program. Drones are an increasing part of our life. We use them at ODOT through our Uncrewed Aircraft Systems Center. Our drone pilots will use them to inspect bridges. There's a lot of different ways that this technology is becoming part of our life, and what better way to have students explore it than to get hands-on. And if you want to talk with your students about job opportunities, there's a lot of those to pick from. We've got industry-recognized credentials that line up with things like being a drone pilot, working in engineering, working with technology, advanced manufacturing, and there's going to be plenty of jobs related to this. DriveOhio sponsored a study a few years ago that showed there will be over 15,000 jobs forecast by 2045 related to what we call advanced air mobility. All right, we got all that background stuff out of the way. Let's talk about how you can get started with ElevatE. So let's say you've already got a drone. If you do, great. If you don't, talk to our friends at the PAST Foundation. They've got portable innovation labs and you can borrow a drone. Once you've figured out where you're going to get your drone from, now it's time to build. Ta-da, I just built a vertiport. Look at that. You might have a few more questions, right? First of all, what's a vertiport? A vertiport is where a drone can take off and land vertically. I just did a little bit of ELA there for you, right? Vertiport. So now you can talk about how to build. Now, I simplified quite a bit, right? You can have your students work with any sort of cardboard, any sort of materials, and I'm sure you've noticed this before, students love to build. So once you get them started with building, they're off and running with what you can call a vertiport for your drone to take off and land from. So at a high level, that's what this ElevatE curriculum is all about. Now, here's the fine print. If you're working in a classroom, we got you covered. If you're working after school or summer, we've got you covered too. So we'll just talk a little more about different ways you can use it in different settings, even with different age groups. If you've got a lesson plan that you really like and you want to attach this to it, go for it. So when you think about the ElevatE curriculum, there's really three basic steps. Step one, introduce the topic. Step two, build your vertiport. Step three, fly your drone. So let's talk about step one. If you want to introduce this topic, we've got all sorts of videos, images, content you can borrow from our website right out of our toolkit. It's all free. You can check out YouTube. Some of the companies that are working with this technology have awesome content out there. And you can blend this into just about any lesson plan or activity that you think it might fit in. We've seen this aligned with technology learning standards, math, with measurement, ELA, with writing, science, you name it. For step two of ElevatE, you're going to build a vertiport. So there's all sorts of construction materials you can use. We've got these examples of these make-do tools that are kids safe. There's all sorts of different ways you can make this as complicated or as simple as you want. We've seen these built in an hour on a basketball court at a summer program. We've also seen these done over a span of weeks into a miniature city. So there's a lot of different ways you can build. Step three is to fly. If you can peel your students away from their construction, which I can relate, they love to build, it's time to fly your drone. If you're crunched for time, you can put them in teams, and this is often a good idea anyway. One person can be the drone pilot. A second person can be the flight planner. A third person can be the safety spotter. These are real roles that fit into real drone flights that we do at ODOT every day. It's a chance for your students to try it out and experiment. If you have questions, just reach out to us. So if you're ready to take the next step with ElevatE, here's what you can do. Check out our YouTube channel. We've got more videos you can explore to see the curriculum in action. Download the curriculum from our toolkit website. And when in doubt, reach out to us. Send us an email. You can set up a Teams call with us if you want, and we'll talk you through it. You can email our team at workforce@drive.ohio.gov. All right, now you're ready for liftoff. Have a safe flight.